Hey y'all, thanks for stopping by. So every Saturday, I play a video game from my Steam library from start to finish, and last Saturday's game was Hollow Knight, the 2017 smash hit from Team Cherry. I find it weird that people call this an indie darling or some hidden gem when it's sold millions of copies at this point. Like, you can let it go into the public sphere. It's okay now. It's a big game now. And it's absolutely worth all the accolades and acclaim that it's received so far. Now I understand the desire and all the memes for Silksong. Frankly, there is a part of me that wish I did wait longer to play this game until Silksong had an actual release date, because now I have joined you all in waiting for a sequel that hopefully is coming. But I do understand the struggle with putting out a sequel to a game like this. They created a masterpiece. So I tried playing Hollow Knight, I want to say it was 2021, maybe 2022. I only got through to False Knight, which is the first major boss of the game. And then, I mean, you know how life goes. You just find something new or things get in the way, and then it's 3 years later and you see it's still in your Steam library with only 2 achievements done. This game is, I cannot really find too many things wrong with it, if I'm honest with you. Every single part of this game fits together perfectly. The ambiance and the atmosphere within each level changes dramatically as you go from place to place. Each level is handcrafted to look very unique compared to other stages, and the enemies that are included in this world also reflect the backgrounds and the landscapes that you're looking at. Oftentimes with video games, you'll find that the enemy types just get repainted as you get stronger, but Team Cherry took great detail in making sure each enemy was unique to the place that you're in. I kept making the joke of calling it Bug Souls because the story is very convoluted and not told to you directly. You have to look through lore tablets and item descriptions and little dialogue bubbles, and you have to play the game multiple times to get all the endings. And that really is the end of the Dark Souls comparison, though, because combat wise, of course, they call it a Metroidvania, this type of game. It's 2D. The map is very explorative. You have to unlock areas with items that you find. And they took a lot of care with that side of things too. Often you'd run into a spot and it would be very obvious that you're missing something to proceed. And then by the time you unlock that new tool, whether it's the double jump or perhaps the Desolate Dive down B smash, or the upgraded dash move that lets you go through those weird black wall portals. It's extremely rewarding once you get these upgrades and realize that you know what you're supposed to do. Now, I will admit there are some bosses in the game that are a little bit jank. Everybody has their nightmares about the Watcher Knights. I want to say it was the Broken Vessel's dream sequence. I think it's called Lost Kin. That gave me a lot of grief. I still haven't even finished that fight. But there's a lot of upgrades that I haven't gotten either. And fortunately, with Hollow Knight, once you beat the game, quote unquote, it keeps you right outside that final boss state, so you can just keep playing the game at your own pace at that point. I wouldn't recommend playing Hollow Knight the way that I did, from start to finish with no breaks. My total stream time was a little less than 20 hours, and in-game time was just over 17 and a half hours. Google told me it would take me about 25 to 27 hours to beat at a leisurely pace, and I think this would be a good game for you to play and spread out. And you can play it in one sitting if you'd like, but Team Cherry really took the time to build a beautiful world for you to explore, and I think it would be good for you to take the time to look through it. The normal sale price for this game on Steam is $15. You are going to play it for longer than 15 hours. It's absolutely worth the cost. I don't give many games perfect scores often, but Hollow Knight is absolutely a masterpiece that everybody should play. You should have it in your library. 5 of 5, couldn't do it any better, and I really hope you give it a chance. Now, as I said, Saturdays are my play a game on stream from start to finish, and if that's something you're into, this Saturday looks like the poll is going to Psychonauts. So if you have the time, stop by on Saturday and watch me suffer on Twitch, and hopefully we'll get another review video once that game is done. But until then, y'all try to have a good day.